Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. My name is Nurul Elisa binti Badrul Hisham. I'm from class N5BA111 4A. My ID student is 2024789483. Today, I will be presenting about air transportation. So, what is air transportation? Air transportation is the movement of people and goods using aircraft such as airplanes, helicopters, or even drones. It is the fastest mode of transport and is very important for long distance and international travel. In Malaysia, air transportation plays a key role in supporting trade, tourism, and economic growth because of the country's strategic location in Southeast Asia. Next, characteristic of air transportation. Air transportation has several unique characteristics. First, it is the fastest mode of transportation compared to road, rail, and sea transport. Since it is the fastest mode of transport, it enables people and products to move from one continent to another in a matter of hours rather than weeks or days. In addition, it is suitable for long distance and international travel and is not affected by geographical barriers such as oceans or mountains. However, air transportation has high operational maintenance costs. It not only entails the cost of aircraft, but also the cost of air transportation, landing fees, air traffic services, maintenance, and specialized personnel. Furthermore, it is mainly used for light, high-value, and perishable goods. This mode of transport also requires advanced infrastructure and strict safety regulation, and it has environmental impacts such as carbon emissions and noise pollution. There are many advantages of air transportation. One major advantage is its very fast delivery time, making it ideal for time-sensitive goods such as medical supplies and express deliveries. Air transportation also supports global trade by connecting international markets. In addition, the risk of cargo damage and theft is lower because there is less handling. Lastly, air transportation provides access to remote and isolated areas that are difficult to reach by other transport modes. Despite its advantages, air transportation also has several disadvantages. The main disadvantages is the high transportation cost due to fuel, maintenance, and airport charges. Aircraft also have limited cargo capacity and weight restrictions. Air transportation is highly dependent on weather conditions, which may cause delays or cancellations. Furthermore, it contributes to environmental pollution and depends on other transport modes for first mile and last mile delivery. Next, infrastructure and networks. Malaysia has a well-developed air transportation infrastructure. There are 6 major international airports in Malaysia, which is Kuala Lumpur International Airport, KLIA, Penang International Airport, Langkawi International Airport, Kota Kinabalu International Airport, Kuching International Airport, and Senang International Airport. The main air transport and air cargo hub is the KLIA. KLIA operates using the hub and spoke systems. Malaysia also has domestic airports and stalled airstrips to improve connectivity. Air cargo services are provided by operators such as Mascargo and Firefly Air Cargo. Next, policies. Air transportation is regulated by both international and national policies. Internationally, the International Civil Aviation Organization (ICAO) provides global aviation safety and operational standards. For example, the International Air Transport Association (IATA) and Association of Airlines facilitates the operational of airlines by providing industry standards on cargo handling, security, and documentation, such as the e-airwell bill. Then there are open skies agreements, which allow airlines to operate across borders with fewer restrictions. In Malaysia, the Civil Aviation Act 1969, the National Aviation Policy, and the National Transport Policy 2019 to 2030 guide the development of the aviation industry. Malaysia also participates in the Asian Open Skies Policy and promotes green aviation initiatives such as sustainable aviation fuel. For issues and challenges, air transportation in Malaysia is also burdened by various challenges such as increased fuel prices, consideration of environmental sustainable, airport congestions, and shortage of available workers. Several weather-related disruptions along with uncertainty in the world economy are also affecting airlines' profitability and reliability of airlines' operations. The industry has been facing challenges on the requirement of adapting to digital transformations with the use of EAWB, cargo tracking technologies, and digital customs clearance. Consistent investment in infrastructure and human capital are thus imperative if the industry is to maintain competitiveness. Next, there are several key stakeholders in air transportation. Government agencies such as the Ministry of Transport, CAAM, and MAVCOM are responsible for regulation and policy. Transport operators includes passengers airlines, air cargo companies, and logistics providers. Passengers, cargo owners, environmental organizations, and local communities are also important stakeholders who are affected by air transportation activities. For case study, the Kuala Lumpur International Airport (KLIA) serves as an integral part of the aviation infrastructure of Malaysia. This airport acts as one of the leading international airports in the nation. The company which manages the airport, namely Malaysia Airports Management Berhad, offers infrastructure including runways, passengers terminals, cargo terminals, and logistics infrastructure to aid aircraft operators, including mass cargo. Air transport efficiency at KLIA also relies on an effective interface among the players involved in air transport, such as the airport operators and airlines. In this case, the relevant government agencies involved includes the Civil Aviation Authority of Malaysia for the regulation of air transport safety issues and the custom agencies for the clearance of the air transport cargo through the use of EAWB systems. This efficiency is proven by the analysis of Figure 1, which make a comparison of the average time of transit for A and C transport. The time involved in air transportation is a mere few days, but it takes several weeks by sea. This makes it significant to highlight how important the role of KLIA is for the time-sensitive and high-value shipments. Despite this, the actual challenges faces including congestions, high cost of operations, and environmental aspects such as noise and emissions still exist. For recommendations, the recommendation for Kuala Lumpur International Airport (KLIA) is to provide capital investment in developing more continuous infrastructure for airport transportation and cargo facilities in order to increase the efficiency of air transportation services in order to decrease congestion and to enable more demands for air cargo services. As well, the recommendation is to promote expanded utilizations for digital technologies, which includes electronic airway bills (EAWB) and digital customs clearance as a means to fast-track the processing of cargo. Finally, the recommendation is to promote sustainable aviation through sustainable aviation fuel (SAF) and the improved energy efficiency of ground operation to decrease carbon emissions. In order to implement these recommendations, the collaborative efforts of all stakeholders, including airport operators, government agencies, airlines, and the local community, must be increased and utilized to provide the best planning and operations possible. In conclusion, air transportation is an important part of Malaysia's transport systems. It helps connect the country to the world and supports economic activities. Although there are challenges such as high costs and environmental impacts, improvement in technology and sustainable practices can help ensure the future success of air transportation in Malaysia.